Welcome in, everybody. Ty Bartellin with another edition of Coach's Corner. This time we're joined with the head coach of the Pymatuning Valley Lakers, the Michael Cole of the girls' side. Coach Cole, how we doing tonight?
Excellent. Just in the gym right now. Putting some work in and trying to get a little bit better.
When you talk about these work that you are putting in the gym, what are some things that are sticking out? What are some things you notice about this Lakers squad this year?
A lot of athletes, good size, work very hard. It's a hard working group. Let me move around here. Um, yeah, they've taken to the coaching well. They like to have fun. That's the one thing. They get a little goofy sometimes, which I'm fine with. I mean, this is a sport, but it's a game. It's got to be fun. So they're pretty loose already, which is nice. Coming into it new, but we got to know each other pretty good over the summer.
Let's talk about that conference you're playing into with the experience that you know about it too. The NAC's always kind of a tough one too, year in and year out. Always it feels like a gauntlet. Always good teams year in and year out. Talk to me about what you guys you see from the conference too, and how you think you're going to fit in.
Yeah, we were very competitive last year in the conference. I think they were second place, if I'm not mistaken. Three league losses, I believe, both to Badger, and they lost one more. I could be wrong. I think they lost one other league game. I think the conference is going to be very difficult again this year. I know Badger loses dynamic player, but they still have girls that can play, and they play hard. Grand Valley enters the league. That's a rivalry for Pymatuning Valley, so that should be a big game both times. And I know they have talent. We scrimmaged them last year when I was coaching for Champion. I know they have players. Athletes. I know Maplewood's very good. We scrimmaged them also last year at Grand Valley, so it was I got to see a little bit of what they have. I know they got a really good freshman coming up. I coached and played against her dad. So it just shows my age. I'm getting a little old, but yeah. And then there's always challenges out there. There's other teams that have talent. I know Southington had some really nice young players that got hurt last year. Hopefully they come back. Yeah, so it should be a very interesting open league this year.
Competitive conferences are always a good thing too to keep you on your
Absolutely.
toes. I want to get a chance to kind of meet some of the girls that you do have on this team. I want to give you a chance to kind of name them out and some of the big contributors that you're going to expect to have this year.
Yeah, start with the seniors. We have 5 seniors this year coming back. We have leading scorer from last year, Zoe Painter, tough guard, very, very good scorer, very shifty. Just for ball handling, probably one of the better guards I've ever coached. She can really handle the ball well. She does a very good job, super athletic, had a great soccer season. We have Jolene Sharp, very intelligent, high basketball IQ, long athlete, trying to get her to shoot a little bit more. She likes to set her teammates up, but she can score also. And she's another one that's shifty, getting to the hoop, finishes well. May Struna, strong post. If you know anything about Pymatuning basketball, the Struna name, there's been multiple kids. Her older sister, was a very good player for Coach Compton back in the day. We have Taryn Tish. She another big, strong post. Just a fantastic athlete. Works real hard. Great attitude. Does exactly what she's asked. And finally, we have Kelsey Britton to round out that senior class. Super hard worker. She's going to be probably one of my better defenders. I kind of liken her to, I don't know if you remember Savannah Dodrell back in the day for me at Champion. She's kind of got that work ethic. She just really, really gives everything she has. I know Savannah Dodrell really was unbelievable player for me. Made me look pretty smart. But yeah, she does a lot of those things that Savannah does. I'm put her up there, really try to create some havoc. Then we come down to some juniors returning that had some varsity experience last year. Sadie Paul. I think this junior class is super athletic. It's probably, I mean, Sadie Paul's, I watched her scoring touchdowns at will in powder puff football the other day. I always pick on her a little bit about that, but she's really fast. I mean, I can't believe how fast she is. Really good shooter, strong, very strong for her size. Follow that up with Raylan Ballantyne, strong, big post, athletic. She can move too. Julia Hitchcock, kind of a tweener, another athletic guard, can shoot it. And then we have a girl coming in from Edgewood, Maria Gonzalez, working hard, trying to figure things out with us. A new program. It's kind of like me. So, we're learning together. And I think we have one sophomore that's really kind of shown out. She's really impressed me. Super athletic. She was very good for their softball team. McKenna Jordan. I didn't think, for her, it's a lot of confidence, and hopefully I'm helping her become confident with that. But she shot the ball very well, and she's another ultra athlete, very fast. So, I just trying to use that speed. And then we have 6 freshmen that are, coming in, and, they're working hard trying to figure it out. So, just kind of that's who we got so far.
It sounds like athleticism is going to be one of the strengths you guys are going to be playing to try to get your victories this year.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of some of those older champion teams where we had a lot of athletes I could throw out there. Some of even the bigger kids can move. It's just trying to get them up to that pace of the intensity, how intense we have to play. So.
Okay. You'd mentioned a newer program, new look for you too. I wanted to talk a little bit about that. What made it feel like a right home for you going up to Andover and representing the Lakers?
Well, I mean, Pymatuning Valley's had a very, storied history of girls basketball. They've always seemed to have solid teams, solid kids, solid community. I know their community cares very much about their sports, I'm experiencing that now. I mean, some of it's to me, it's just awesome. Like we had a elementary pep rally for our elementary level football team the other day. It was fantastic. Just watching the younger kids, and everybody in the whole school was congratulating because they were playing in the Super Bowl. You don't get that a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's just, they care around here. They care about their sports, and they work hard, so, I mean, it was pretty nice fit there. And then it came with the teaching job, which is, also, very important. Like I said, it's a very nice district. I'm very, very, very happy we came here. Now, that being said, like I said, still miss, you miss your girls from Champion, especially my seniors. You work with them for 4 years. Like, what kind of person would you be if you didn't miss your kids? But, I wish them the best of luck this year. Hopefully they win as many games as they can and have the best year they can have.
I mean, you've been through a lot of different experiences in the sport of basketball, no doubt, and sometimes newer experiences. They can be scary, but they're also exciting as well. I'm excited to see what it looks like. Are there a little bit of nerves for you to step out on that court first game too, or you're locked in, you're ready to go with this team, huh?
I'm pretty old. I've been through it. I've been through the trenches. I don't get nervous about that stuff. I want the kids to have fun. I want them to work hard. I'm hoping they respond to what I'm doing. And they have been so far. I want to see what it looks like when there's adversity. How do we bounce back? It's always important. Not everything's going to go well. So I've had some teams in the past where, they've done a nice job. Like my team last year, I told them there's multiple games where we were down 10 points, against very good teams. And, we were unfazed. We knew we were going to come back. That's kind of mentality you need to have, you get back with intensity and effort, and that's hopefully what we can kind of instill here.
You talk about your type of culture that you always instill to that intensity and effort. Who are some of the assistant coaches and some of the other big names in this program that's going to kind of help you install that culture?
We just have one other coach, Harley Hamilton. She was a big-time player at Badger, all-state post player, and she returns. She coached here last year for the junior varsity. Highly recommended by the administration, and she's really fit in. She does a great job with the girls. It's great she has that, relationship with them. She does a lot of relationship building activities, team dinners already. yeah, she just does a great job with everyone.
I'm sure that's kind of helped bridge that too with that new coach kind of feel
Yeah,
going into a newer team too, and always having that kind of female voice. I feel like helps
absolutely.
with
Like I
those.
said, I'm just some old dude that's yelling sometimes, so it's hard to relate, with high school girls. So it's always nice to have somebody that they can talk to, and
I want to talk a little bit about just Andover as a community. You mentioned how much they love their sports, and we know that as well too. But you get a chance to teach there. You get a chance to have firsthand have experience with all kinds of kids in the community too. What's it like to be a part of this community now firsthand too? And what's some things you've noticed?
oh, I noticed, like I said, just the pride they have in their school. Pep rallies, like they really build things up. They had a fantastic pep rally the other day. My first ever Laker Rumble. To get the football team excited for the to get everybody pumped up for the foot or playoff game the other day. So that was a real treat. I didn't know what to expect, and then the entire like student body was like into it. Like sometimes you have those where kids don't really want to. I'm too cool, but no, they really buy in here. I love that.
I'm sure you're looking forward to those conference games then with those big
Yeah,
conference games and seeing what that student section can do for the
I'm a,
girls.
they better come out. Yeah, they better bring it. I hope they do.
Coach Cole, I always like to have a theme question each and every year. I know last year we went back to the where the love of basketball started. This year, I want to go to how the game of basketball has taught some of our coaches too, who are teaching the game of basketball. So the big question is for this year: what's the biggest life lesson that you've learned in the sport of basketball?
It's taken a lot of time, but I'll be honest with you, the relationships are more important than the victories. Um, and I feel like I become a better coach from that. It's taking the stress off of me. I can be, I can teach more instead of being frustrated. And sometimes we yell and, just take things out and blame. It's helped me kind of take myself away from the situation, analyze, reasons why, and kind of look at my own coaching more. Because at the end of the day, this is kind of a unity thing. They have a job to do, I have my job to do, and we're cohesively trying to do this together. So I think that's the big thing is, just creating those relationships. Because at the end, they play 4 years, but then these kids the rest of their lives. So to me, that's more important.
It's one of those you go out to try to be an impact on their lives, and you don't realize how much they're impacting yours along the way.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So before I let you go, Coach, I want to give you a chance to spotlight anybody else you want a chance to spotlight to. Highlight your first game and let us know where we can catch you for some Lakers basketball this season.
Yeah, our first game is going to be we are hosting Berkshire. Should be a good game. They got us last year, close game. They return a lot of players and a good freshman group, so that should be a good one. And like I said, we're ready to roll. So
Well,
ready to get it done.
We're excited to have you on the network once again this year, Coach. We're rooting for all these 440 schools too, and big time for the Pymatuning Valley Lakers. I'm excited to see what you can do with your culture up there in Ashtabula County, and I'm excited to see what the NAC looks like with you in it this year, Coach.
Oh, hopefully I do a good job. Who knows?
This has been a first edition of Coach's Corner with the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Cole, now from Pymatuning Valley.
Thank you.